Hello everyone, if you are a Brazilian football fan, if you want to know everything that's going on in Brazilian football right now, this is your channel. My name is Ronaldo Ferreira and I'm speaking all the way here from São Paulo, Brazil. Please don't forget to subscribe, give us the thumbs up, helps a lot with our work here, okay? Leave a comment, share this video with your friends, okay? And if you can, and if you want to contribute to the growth of this channel, my PayPal account is in the first comment and in the description of this video. All right, let's get to work. So, I was supposed to make this video yesterday, but I said, you know what, I think I will wait. And about the results, to talk about the results of Libertadores this week, okay? I said, no, I'll make this on Friday, but I did not know what was going to happen, okay? All right, first of all, let's go to the results, okay? So then I'll comment what happened. So Botafogo beat Carabobo from Venezuela 2-0. Bahia, it was a great victory, okay? Against Nacional in Montevideo, Nacional of Uruguay, in Montevideo, 1-0. So a huge victory, like a, you know, for Bahia, you know, as a club, beat a very traditional club, Nacional. In Montevideo, it's really difficult. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, how bad the Uruguayan clubs are today, but they are traditional. They have like supporters. You know, they play in packed stadiums. It's not easy. You know, it doesn't matter if they are in bad shape. It doesn't matter if the Uruguayan football is not as strong as it was in the past. Nacional is a huge club. Really traditional. Bahia went there and beat 1-0. Okay. Good result. Palmeiras, in a home game, won 1-0, Cerro Porteño. It was the first game after four supporters. They were shouting racist rants against Palmeiras players, you know. They were mimicking like an ape, okay? So it was really bad, it looked like really bad here in Brazil, because in Brazil, whenever you shout, a racist rant, whenever you do something racist, which is, you know, usually against the color of skin of someone, in Brazil, this is a crime, okay? It's a crime, it's in the law, and you can face up to 2 years in jail. So every time we see this on TV with South American teams, people in Brazil, they get really, you know, sad with that and angry, sad and angry at the same time, okay? Because here it's a crime, serious crime. In other countries, in Paraguay, it isn't. It's just a joke. But Palmeiras beat Cerro Porteño, good result. Internacional of Porto Alegre, 3. Atlético Nacional from Colombia, 0, okay? Internacional was very dominant. You know, it was a great game. São Paulo was winning 2-0 against Alianza Lima, and the coach Zubeldia made like a countless mistake. And then Alianza Lima scored 2 goals, and there was a draw in Morumbi Stadium, which is the home of São Paulo Football Club. The Alianza Lima was playing away game. São Paulo was playing at home, and then it was a draw. And São Paulo is in, you know, with big problems to classify. So in Libertadores, the first 2 clubs of the group advanced to the next stage. So São Paulo is in big trouble. And then, oh boy, and then yesterday, so the problems. This is the problem. So yesterday, Fortaleza went to Santiago in Chile. The game there was a draw, okay, 0. And then in the 5th minute, so before the game, that's what the news which arrived here in Brazil, okay? So everything happened there in Chile, in Santiago. Some supporters, they tried to invade the stadium without ticket. They tried to invade the stadium. The police came and, you know, started to work and to stop these people. A police car run over two people, a girl of 18 years old and a boy of 13 years old, and killed these two people, so a girl and a boy. The game wasn't canceled, so Comebol decided that the game could happen. The supporters, Colo-Colo supporters, were really, really angry. They were really mad about what had happened with the police, okay? Because the police car just, killed two people. A police car killed two people. In the I think it's something around 62, 6 seconds and 6/5 minutes, they started breaking everything, like the protections to prevent people from invading the pitch. They eventually broke a protection and they invaded. Few supporters, they invaded the pitch. I don't know what they wanted, but they didn't want to shake hands with Fortaleza, team. So that wasn't the idea. And then the game was. Some people say that the game was canceled, and some people say that the game was suspended. But there are no available dates for another game, so I really don't know what Comebol is going to do for this matter. Okay, I really don't know because there are no available dates. So if the Brazilian Football Federation (CBF) claim, so they send a letter, I don't know, an email, saying that they want Comebol to give Fortaleza the victory. So the 3 points should go to Fortaleza because it was already the 5th minute. So it wasn't the minute 0 or minute 2. No, just second half. So I don't know if it's something about Chilean supporters, but the same thing happened in Brazil in 2014. A lot of Chilean supporters, they decided, just their own minds, to invade Maracanã. They didn't have tickets. There were no tickets available just to buy. Some of them actually invaded. So the game against Brazil and Chile, I think it was quarterfinals of 2014 World Cup. I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing. It's a cultural Chilean thing. I really don't know. The fact is that the game was canceled or suspended. I don't know. And there are no available dates for another game. Okay, so I don't know what's going to happen. And Flamengo inside Maracanã. Maracanã is the home of Flamengo and Fluminense today. Flamengo was beaten by Central Córdoba 2-1. Okay? Flamengo's coach, Felipe Luiz, decided to use different players in the starting lineup. So players that usually don't play all the time. I don't know, maybe he felt Flamengo was Flamengo is superior. He's a much better team than Central Córdoba, but he said, you know what, it's an easy game. You play, you don't, you sit on the bench, you don't have to come here. So Flamengo lost in front of 50,000 fans in Maracanã on a Wednesday night. Okay? It was a huge upset for Flamengo, and people Central Córdoba said it was another Maracanazo. Maracanazo is how the Uruguayans refer to the result of 1950 World Cup here in Brazil, where Uruguay, of course, beat Brazil 2-1, okay? And in my video, you can check if it's true. In my presentation video about Libertadores, I said that in my opinion, the two clubs that will advance will be Flamengo and Central Córdoba. See? I'm the man. All right? But it was a big upset, okay? And then it comes to a term that I'm going to tell you today. So it's the time for new term, okay? So the new term is zebra or zebra as the animal. So zebra is when a big club, famous, powerful, rich, loses to a smaller, not so important club. That is zebra. It comes from a really popular TV program here in Brazil that is aired on Sunday night. It's been in the air for like 50 years now, It's a really famous program. Everybody watched. So in the past, today nobody watches anymore, but it's still popular. And in this program, they showed the goals, the highlights of the games in the weekend or on Sunday, and they created this thing. So when a big team, important, loses to a smaller, not so important team, the result is called zebra. All right? It's a Brazilian slang. So zebra is referred to whenever something is like a Murphy's Law. Whenever something can go wrong, if there's a small chance that something goes wrong, it will go wrong. So it's called zebra. All right? In football, it's this way. So a big team loses to a smaller team. Okay? So this is what happened to Flamengo. A big zebra last Wednesday. And if Flamengo loses the next game to will be LDU in Quito, altitude, Flamengo is in big trouble to advance to, something that was supposed to be really easy is turning something extremely difficult if Flamengo loses. If Flamengo wins, it should be fine, okay? I guess that's it. I will return with another video. The next video will be about next weekend fixtures of Brasileirão, okay? And then results and everything. That's it for now, and see you in the next videos.